With the recent influx of footage for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, I am beyond excited to play the game. Slight problem though, it isn't out yet. Okay, I'll just record a different Dragon Ball game to kill the time. Wait, I don't have a good capture card set up yet. Damn it! Alright. Plan C. One of my favorite aspects of Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and the series in general is the transformations. So, what if I were to rank every single Saiyan transformation from the series on a tier list? These types of videos do pretty well, right? Enough talk, let's do it. Alrighty, I have every single Saiyan form from the series, and I know what some of you guys are gonna say. Well, actually, the Kaioken and Ultra Instinct aren't exclusively Saiyan forms, and then there's also the fact of, like, where's false Super Saiyan, yada yada, whatever. Shut your These are the forms I'm going to be working with for this tier list, though I will include one at the end that is missing here, but we'll just get there when we get there. So let's just get started with the first one, which is the Great Ape / the Ozaru / Big Monkey. Now, I actually really like this form. It is one of the more unique ones on this list, which is slightly concerning given that it's the first. Design-wise, it is a big monkey. Come on now. It's a very Saiyan exclusive transformation. It's very unique to their species. It's just something that Saiyans have biologically. There's not really much to discuss there. But the initial transformation, the first reveal of the Great Ape form, was actually pretty dang sick. Goku was telling the gang that his grandpa got cooked by some big creature. And then through some context clues, the gang slowly figures out, wait a second, was Goku the big creature that killed his grandpa? And then boom, he just destroys everything. Which, it was a pretty dang cool scene. Its impact has kind of fizzled out lately. Other half Saiyans in the series, like Goten and Trunks, just don't even have tails, which I think is a wasted opportunity. But I'm gonna put the Great Ape at a solid B tier. I think it's a good form, but it's pretty underutilized and it could have been better. Next, the Kaioken. I really dig the Kaioken. Its design, it's just a very powerful red aura, and Goku becomes cartoonishly jacked when using it. Not as cartoonishly jacked as a form that's coming up in a little bit, but impact kind of fizzled out throughout the entire series because this form does come with a massive drawback in that it just physically hurts to use, which I actually really like. It makes it more interesting when the form is used if there's a downside to using it. So, as of right now, Kaioken looks cool, was used well, has some great freaking fights. I think this is a solid A tier. Okay, now we're getting started. Super Saiyan. I mean, come on. Do I need to explain this one? Its initial earning is one of the most iconic scenes in not just the entire Dragon Ball series, but in just anime. Its design. Simple, but so gosh darn effective. It just looks so good. As for its impact, I mean, come on. Like, over half of the forms we have left have Super Saiyan in the name. Super Saiyan is a concept, just gets referenced in other pop culture. This is just quintessential S tier. Super Saiyan Grade 2, aka Super Vegeta, aka Damn boy, he's thick! I like this form quite a bit. I don't know if that's a controversial take, but I like this form quite a bit. Its design is ridiculous. I mean, it's Super Saiyan, but cartoonishly beefy. It just fits Vegeta so freaking well. It was a year's worth of training in the time chamber, developing the first form of Super Saiyan. I think this form's existence makes sense. As for its impact, one of Vegeta's biggest fumbles in the series, which is a pretty difficult title to earn, because this man fumbles way more than he should. Yeah, it's only ever really used for that one fight, so it doesn't really have that much impact in the long run, but I just think it was used so well for what it is. Now, I'm putting it as a low B tier. Maybe top of C tier, but I'm gonna give it a low B tier just because I actually just like the form quite a bit. Talking about cartoonishly muscular, Super Saiyan Grade 3, aka Super Trunks. This form is tough to rank. It sucks. It's the worst, but it's supposed to be bad. So how do I rank it? Its design is absolutely ridiculous. It's so stupid that it's brilliant. It's... what is this? How many freaking...
How many push-ups did he do? How many sit-ups? What kind of juice did he drink?
Its impact for when it was used is actually really solid. It's supposed to show Trunks how much learning he has to do. Just because it's utilized so well, I'll give it a C tier, but it's a bad form, let's be honest. Super Saiyan 2. I find this form so hard to rank because the design, really cool. It's Super Saiyan but with more intense hair and with the electricity effect, making it seem like a more powerful version of Super Saiyan. Its earning is one of the greatest scenes in the entire franchise. Everybody who likes Dragon Ball knows of Gohan going Super Saiyan 2 against Cell. It's legendary. And its fight against Cell, with the father-son Kamehameha, the dismantling of the Cell Juniors, it is just legendary. So, with how I'm hyping it up right now, you would think this is an easy S tier, right? Well, here's the thing. I'm ranking the forms themselves. Because if it was just for Gohan, this form would be an easy S tier. But Trunks' Super Saiyan 2 is okay because of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Yes, there was Super Saiyan 2 Goku versus Majin Vegeta, but that's not enough, man. Like, the form looks so similar to Super Saiyan 1 for everyone else that Toriyama straight up forgot it existed. And I think that speaks volumes. If we look at my beloved Super Saiyan 1, its initial earning for not just Goku, but Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, it's just so good across the board. But I think it works so well for Gohan that I'm willing to give it a low A tier. Again, this is a ranking of Super Saiyan 2, not Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now let's move on to Super Saiyan 3, which I think is a pretty divisive form in the community. I really like how Super Saiyan 3 looks. The long hair, it makes it very distinct, especially as we move later on into the series. I don't vibe with the no eyebrows. I've gotten used to it, but I don't vibe with it. It drains more energy than an iPhone that's 5 years old. I love it when a form has a drawback. The thing is, though, because of this, Super Saiyan 3 has the least credentials of any form in the series. This form is used quite a few times, and not a single time has it ever secured a W. Lost to Boo, lost to Boo again, lost to Beerus. Don't get me started on Gotenks. The initial earning, it is just kind of a form that comes out of nowhere, but I think its existence makes sense, because you had Goku dead for 7 years, and training with the strongest fighters in Otherworld that have ever lived, because, you know, they're dead. So I think its existence makes sense, plus the initial reveal is awesome, but this form, it just doesn't bring enough to the table to give it higher than a B tier. I'll put it between these two. I think that's a good spot for it. Okay, Ultimate Gohan. It's just Gohan, but with a bang. Not off to a great start. Let's move, like, how was it earned? He just kind of gets it from the Elder Kai. I don't feel anything towards Ultimate Gohan. I'm gonna be honest. I like that it's a distinct thing for Gohan. I'm gonna do my own. I think I'm gonna put it in C tier. Because again, it has some cool fights, I guess, especially with Dragon Ball Super Superhero, but it's just so nothing. Moving on to Dragon Ball GT! The Golden Grade Ape, D tier. It's awful. It sucks. But why? Okay, let's move on to the only reason people like GT. Super Saiyan 4. One of the greatest in the series. Bringing Saiyans back to that great ape biology is so freaking cool, and it just looks sick. Top of the chart on the 6 scale. It looks amazing. Its impact, dude. This form is the sole reason people talk about GT. You know all those people that are upset that GT isn't going to be in Sparking Zero? Which it isn't. Hate to break it to you guys, it just isn't going to be base game. I'm sorry. But this form is the sole reason why people want GT and still talk about GT. I think that impact speaks volumes. And I just think this form deserves an S tier. I love it so much. Moving on to Dragon Ball Super. Modern Dragon Ball. Yeah, surely nothing can go wrong here. Super Saiyan God. I love Super Saiyan God. Just Goku with red hair on the surface. I love the, like, calmer nature that the form has compared to all these other ones. Goku loses muscle mass and has calmer, softer facial expressions, giving this form a fully unique feel. Goku looks calm and collected. Vegeta just looks like the freaking god of the universe. I would bow down to him immediately. And I know people feel quite strongly about the ritual, saying that this form is not earned at all, saying that the form was just given to him. But I'm gonna make my case here for Super Saiyan God. I've been wanting to make this case for a while. I think Super Saiyan God is one of the most earned, deserved transformations in the series. I'm not talking about earned in terms of training. I'm talking earned on a narrative level. The only reason these 5 Super Saiyans are even there to give Goku the form is because of what Goku did for them. He either directly or indirectly helped these characters achieve Super Saiyan. After years of Goku giving and making others stronger through his actions, now all of those people are repaying him by making him stronger than he ever could have been by himself. And I think that is so awesome. Like, I love that so much. It looks amazing in Dragon Ball Super Broly. It brought Dragon Ball back after its hiatus. And I think that part makes it an S tier worthy form. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, more commonly known as Super Saiyan Blue. I do not like this form. Its design is Super Saiyan, but blue. Its earning, it just comes out of nowhere in Resurrection F. And as for its impact, it's just nothing. I don't think it's awful. It does have some pretty cool fights. And its design isn't terrible. Super Saiyan looks good. So just Super Saiyan, but blue also looks pretty good. But I'm just going to give it a top of C tier. Because I do not care. I'm just so sad that Super Saiyan God got sidelined for this. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. This was pretty freaking sick. It's like Super Saiyan Blue, but he has 2 auras. I don't think I've ever seen another form in the series that just straight up looks like it's 2 auras. It looks really cool is what I'm trying to say. The peak of the Universe 6 tournament. It brought the Kaioken back, dude. And like I said earlier, I really like the Kaioken. But this form, it's just... I like it a lot, but it doesn't reach the same heights as some of the other ones. I'm going to put it right below Super Saiyan 3. I think that's a good place for it. Super Saiyan Rose. Super Saiyan Rose is just the same form as Super Saiyan Blue, but it's pink. But the pink hair on Goku Black looks way cleaner than Super Saiyan Blue does on any of the characters. I vibe with Super Saiyan Rose a bit more. Putting it right there. Super Saiyan Rage. You know what? I don't think I like Dragon Ball Super forms. Super Saiyan Rage sucks. Design, it just looks ugly. The aura is hideous. Its earning, it just, I don't know, just comes out of nowhere. I don't care about this form. It could be removed entirely and I would not give a crap. That is a D tier form. This one's a doozy. Next, we got Super Duper Blooper Bluer Vegeta Saiyan Super Royal Blue. Okay, so Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Royal Blue, whatever the frick it's called. I just call it Blooper Saiyan. I don't like this form at all. So, Super Saiyan Blue is just Super Saiyan, but blue. And Super Duper Blooper Vegeta is just Super Vegeta, but blue. Except it has an uglier aura. Vegeta just kind of gets it in the Tournament of Power just so he can have something to match Goku's Kaioken blue, which is lame. And its impact, like, it was just a repeat of his self-destruction against Boo, except now it doesn't kill him. I don't care. I don't care. It's D tier. It looks cooler than these other two, I guess. But, thankfully, this marks the end of forms I don't like, because now we're getting to Ultra Instinct. And Ultra Instinct is one of the best forms in the series. Its design, very, very sick. It's just this holy glowing aura around Goku. Its earning, it was the thing that Whis was training Goku and Vegeta towards throughout all of Dragon Ball Super. So its earning makes sense and was satisfying. Its impact, that initial transformation, broke Crunchyroll when it was initially revealed. And its fights, Goku versus Jiren, Goku versus Kefla, and Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren are some of the best fights in Dragon Ball Super. And the impact Ultra Instinct has had on not just the series, but on the world. Everyone recognizes the Ultra Instinct theme. Everyone knows what Ultra Instinct is, even if they don't really know Dragon Ball. The level of impact Ultra Instinct has had on par with the original Super Saiyan. I'll put Mastered Ultra Instinct at the bottom of S tier. It's still S tier. Initially, I liked Mastered Ultra Instinct as much as UI Sign because I thought it was just the UI aura, but more glowy. But he still has the silver hair even when the aura isn't showing, which doesn't look as cool because then it's just another hair color switch. But it's still cool, right? It's still Ultra Instinct. It's still S tier. We have two Broly forms. First is Broly's Wrath state, which is described as him having the powers of a great ape while still in his base form. Broly doesn't have his tail anymore, but he's just such an Unga Bunga monkey man that he still gets the powers of the monkey in his base form. Plus, it just looks cool. Super Broly's design is so solid. Doesn't offer enough to be considered S tier. I will put it at the... Is it B tier? I'll put it at the very top of A. I'll put it at the very bottom of A tier. Just because I really like Broly. Yes, I'm biased, but this is my list. Shut up. Legendary Super Saiyan, or I guess full power Super Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Super version. Design, awesome. It's so awesome. Broly becomes massive, hulking, and to match that hulking nature, he gets the Hulk green hair. And it just works for him. It's earning though, it just, I don't know. It comes out of nowhere. It's just a reference to the original Z Broly, which was the legendary Super Saiyan. This guy, he just kind of gets it from being angry. This is the form people think of when they think Broly. And Broly, and he was so popular that he became canon. Who else has done that? Oh, I really like this form. I will put it at the top of B tier because I'm Broly biased. That's my Saiyan transformation tier list. But as I alluded to at the start of the video, I will be including one more form that isn't featured on this tier list that I was using, which is obviously Beast Gohan, the main climactic transformation of Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Many consider it Gohan's return to the spotlight. Many really like Beast Gohan, think he's really cool. But I am not one of those people. I don't really like Beast Gohan. His design is pretty cool, I will say. I just think his hair is a bit too cartoonishly big. But other than that, the white hair is cool. The red eyes are cool. My problem with Beast Gohan comes in its earning and its impact to the series. Beast Gohan truly just comes out of nowhere in Dragon Ball Super Superhero to harken back to his transformation as a Super Saiyan 2. It's very clear what they were doing here. It's also very clear that this was not the original vision for this movie, because this movie is a Piccolo movie. He is like the main character that we follow throughout the entire film, until Gohan just kind of comes out of nowhere, and then Piccolo is like,
actually, Gohan, this is your W. You got this, bro.
Well, tough luck because I've got backup. Ain't that right, Jet?
it just feels very forced. I think that's my main problem with Beast. It feels very, very forced. And its impact is what I'm afraid of. If we're just saying that this form is on par with like Goku Ultra Instinct and Vegeta Ultra Ego, it just feels like it's way too forced for my liking. It feels like they're trying to so very, very desperately keep him up with the main cast without him having to put the work in. I don't like it at all. But the form does look really sick, and it had a really sick fight. So just because of that, I will put Beast Gohan at the top of C tier. He has the chance to climb higher. As of right now, I don't really like Beast Gohan. So with that, that properly concludes my Dragon Ball Saiyan transformation ranking. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys agree with what I've been saying? Did I piss people off? That's a rhetorical question. Of course I did. If you like more, if you would, I can't speak and use words. If you guys want me to try more unscripted videos in the future, let me know. This was a very new experience for me, and I don't know what I'm doing. So if you guys could just tell me what you guys thought of it, that would be awesome. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe if you want more videos from me, because I know you do. Come on, this was, I mean, I'm just that entertaining. What can I say?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Hit the notification bell, because when I upload, I want you guys to see it. I don't know how to do outros. This is my first live outro. Stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next one.